Professional racquetball is back. Join us as we come back swinging and ready to win. Welcome to beautiful Greenville, South Carolina, home to an award-winning downtown, cultural and performing arts mecca, and nationally renowned museums and parks. Get ready for the 2021 Sweet Caroline Open Grand Slam, where competition and hospitality collide, and players give all they've got. Incredible athletes from around the world fight for gold. This is the Ladies Professional Racquetball Tour.
And welcome everybody to the 2021 Sweet Caroline Open Grand Slam. We are starting the single semifinals. My name is Tim Baghurst, and I'm joined for this match by Lynn Adams, inducted into the Hall of Fame this past weekend. Lynn, thanks so much for joining me for this match. Should be a good one. We've got Natalia Mendez, the 6th seed, against 2 seed Alexandra Herrera. You've been watching all weekend. I've been watching you behind me. You've been here front and center the whole time. It's been a lot of racquetball, but we're at the semifinals.
Yeah. So it's been a long time. I know that we sat next to each other for one match before the pandemic, but this is the most racquetball I've gotten to see in like 20 years. And the depth of talent has just blown my mind, These girls are so strong, and they're fit, and I mean it's very impressive. I've had a blast.
And Natalia Mendez has been in fine form this weekend, the 6th seed, defeating Samantha Salas in 2 straight earlier today. Our official for this match is Maria Renee Rodriguez. We have 2 line judges in place, and Mendez is just waiting to get going. Herrera in the front. Of course, they both wear similar color shirts. That doesn't make
Wasn't
it
that
easy
nice
for
of
us.
them? They did not consult with us, did they?
Mendez in the back, Herrera in the front. Herrera the lefty. That could help.
Yeah, lefties are hard. I think last time the only time we've ever sat together, I think I made the comment that, lefties should be shot, put out of their misery. We should not have to deal with lefties. Are you a lefty?
I am. Oh, my goodness. All right, here we go. Let's get to the action. Smart
Nice pass.
Down the right side by Mendez, controlling the ball,
That
not
was
overswinging.
the left side.
It's been a long day.
It was the whole left thing that just threw you all off
You're
there.
messing
All
with
right,
me.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'll focus now.
Mendez likes a backhand drive serve. And she will ask for a replay. So let me explain the situation real quickly. In the back of the court, there is 2 metal pieces that go up along the side of the wall. If the ball hits that, it really shoots out. Sometimes it's called as a court hinder and sometimes not. That time not.
Ooh, almost.
Skip point for Mendez, first point for Herrera. Herrera will serve a lot down the left, throw 1 or 2 in down the right. And when you're serving like that, why not?
The game's really easy.
Yeah. 2 quick points for Herrera.
Pretty. So somebody handed me one of the balls last night. That thing was a rock. That ball is so hard and so fast. Holy moly.
Penn green ball is used on the tour. Great court coverage by Mendez. But that's just too good from Herrera. Hitting clean. She doesn't make very many errors. And as a consequence is here as world number 2. Herrera got here courtesy of a tiebreaker win against fellow Mexican Barria this morning.
Smart shot. So you get to watch them a lot, obviously, and because the ball is so fast, one of the things that I noticed in watching play that there isn't a lot of pinch shots. It's a lot of straight cross court, and I didn't know if maybe it's because the ball is so fast, or is it just that? I guess I'm asking your opinion here.
It's a good question, and I think one for people watching as well. But it also depends on the player, and what we'll see with Herrera is she'll pinch a lot to the front left corner.
Okay.
That's the shot she loves to hit.
Pretty shot.
Crisp backhand winner. Herrera takes a healthy lead to start this match.
That was nice. Because one of the things that, is just somebody who used to play a lot is to move somebody side to side, you're only moving them 10, 12 feet. But if you start pinching the ball, then you're moving them 20 feet.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's a good point. I think the challenge with the pinches is, can you get 2 bounces before the foot fault line?
Right.
If you can, you're going to win that point.
Right.
If you can't, you might set yourself up, your opponent up in the middle of the court.
Of the court, right.
Straight down the line for Mendez. Really baited Herrera into shooting that. Looks like she's going to stick with it. This is a better serve. A little emotion from Herrera. Usually she's pretty calm and collected. But it's a semifinal and it's a grand slam. It's a big deal.
Yeah. That's certainly what people like to see. Woo!
I'd like to see aces too, at least if you're Herrera. 6 serving 1. Quadri wants a timeout.
Smart.
Mendez will take a timeout. Well, while we're here, we'll just remind you that we've had so many matches over the course of yesterday and today. We started with the round of 64, a very deep draw, and here we are down to the final 4. You've been here for a few days. We're in Greenville, South Carolina. Tell us a little bit about your impressions of the event and the experience for you.
Oh my goodness, everyone is just so wonderful and so nice. You can tell that this is a group of people. They are hardcore racquetball people. Everybody knows everybody. They're very knowledgeable about the game. I loved the sense of camaraderie that was at the banquet. They did a beautiful job. I mean, it's just very high class.
We'll mention that you did tell some stories.
Oh my gosh, don't bring it up.
I'm sure that's on video somewhere.
No, please tell me there's no video. I did not sleep. I didn't sleep Thursday night. I'm like, oh my gosh, what came out of my mouth? That was awful.
If you want to watch Lynn Adams dance.
The dancing part was not the embarrassing part. Well, though to my kids, maybe.
I might or might not have seen some memes, Lynn. I'm just saying.
I saw a couple myself.
We had a great time.
Hey,
at
I
the
think we
banquet.
should focus. Let's
That's
focus
right.
on the game.
Good
There we
point.
go. Okay.
Good point. Here we go. Herrera leads. And
Nice bounce.
good timeout. Change the momentum.
Yep.
Players have 2 timeouts per game, including the tiebreaker. Herrera, coached by Yanko Renteria in Monterrey.
Nice shot. I'll tell you, because the ball is so fast, if I was playing today, I would hit so many lob serves and let somebody hit a ceiling ball and take it off the back wall, and I would do all my work in the back of the court of taking the first shot off the back wall, because it's so hard to keep that ball off the back wall.
And we see a lot of ceiling balls coming off the back wall,
Yeah.
allowing players to shoot.
And that's a gold shot. That's a prime setup shot. So, yeah.
You can see Herrera controlling that drive serve, and here she gets a drive serve of her own. Both Herrera and then Mendez asking for the screen serve. Ball passing too close to Herrera. Did you notice Mendez changed outfits?
Her shirt,
Yeah.
yes.
Tough shot, but better return from Herrera. Straight down the line. Herrera in control of this first game, 7-2. Serving well, executing well. Few unforced errors.
Oh! Like, thank you. I will take that.
Through the legs. Mendez hit the front wall. She'll take it. Side out.
Ooh, a short hop serve. That was awesome.
But a little short, so
That's
second
all
serve
right.
coming
That's
up.
all right.
You've got to keep Herrera guessing to some extent.
Exactly.
Herrera moving really well in this tournament, has been putting in the work, you can tell. I mentioned earlier how much she's improved her overall court coverage, and it's showing. Deep side from Herrera, but she leads. It's 2-7.
Oh, she had her leaning to the right.
Nice shot down the right
Very
side.
nice pass, yeah.
I think sometimes players stay away from the Herrera forehand, but because of that, Herrera covers a little too much of the backhand, and that opens up the forehand
Opens it up,
side.
yeah.
Ace serve. Mendez needed that. 4-7. 4-7.
Oops.
This is, I was going to say, sorry, this is the third match of the day for Mendez. It takes
Playing
its toll
doubles.
a little bit.
Absolutely.
I mean, felt like she was going to get there, and not quite.
You know, it's one of those things, though, where when you can tell that they work out, and so sometimes you get so hyped up, it's kind of nice to have a little bit of that edge taken off, so you can, you know, stay calm in your shots and
not overswing.
Not overswing and things like that, yeah. Nice serve.
It's a good shot for Mendez. Taking it on the left side, putting it in the bottom left corner.
Inching back.
She is 5 serving 7. Tried to slide one in.
Such a great angle. What they start going over the line, she's not going to be able to grab those. No.
A little loose.
You could see that one was not going to go well.
You saw the ball hit the sidewall, and it took some pace off of it. Herrera says thanks very much. Side out. Mendez maybe making a rash decision. Tried to flick it to the front wall. Point for Herrera. So skip count climbing for the Argentine player. Herrera, I don't think, is yet to make a skip. And it makes it so hard to beat somebody who's not beating themselves.
Yep. There's no freebies.
Right. Oh. Not sure the crack was intentional, but we're not seeing Herrera complain.
I aimed for that crack. Come on. Her serve is great.
So okay, so the official said she thought the ball hit the front wall first. There was an appeal by Herrera, who said, no, I think the ball hit the floor first. The line judges overturned the official, so it's a point for Herrera.
There's a skip.
There's
That's
a
like
rare
one of the
shot.
first ones, yeah.
And we saw the look Herrera gave after she hit that. What was I thinking? Oh, wow.
Good recovery.
What hands from Mendez.
Yep.
Back and forth we go, but Herrera leads 11-6.
There it is. That was a smart shot.
We don't see many players taking the ball early. A lot of times they'll let it bounce, come to the back wall.
Yeah.
Back when you played, admittedly, different rackets, different ball, were players more likely to cut balls off, or, as players tend to do now, let balls come deep, come off the back wall and shoot them?
So it was very interesting. My background was in outdoor racquetball with no back wall. And so I took everything out of the air, and that's how I learned how to play. And then coming indoors, I had to learn how to let the ball go by, you know, so that it would drop lower. But one of the things that actually, that sounds kind of weird. I don't want this to sound, like, oh, look what I did. But I actually was the one that introduced cutting it off on the fly, hitting a short hop, that kind of stuff, because that's what we had to do playing outdoor. So that became more like, so
Common.
then players started learning how to do that, because if you didn't know how to do that, you were at a big disadvantage. And so you didn't want somebody to, if you're in some big rally, to be able to reset themselves. You wanted to keep them off balance as much as possible. So cutting the ball off was very, very common when I was playing.
So why do you think players now tend not to do it? Because we don't see it that often at all, really. A Kalani Lawrence, we will see her do that. And
that's
I think
because Malia was her mom, and Malia played in the day.
Yes, you took my thoughts away. She has a mom who, that's how she played, so that's how Kalani's playing, and to some extent that's effective because players just aren't used to it. Why aren't they doing it?
Well, I will tell you that when we go to the next break.
You got it. Hopefully I remember.
Oh, I won't let you forget, because I love to talk about that stuff. So.
Timeout taken by Mendez, and it worked. She got the side out.
Yep. Yeah, you should never get to the end of the match and have lost a game and not taken all your timeouts, ever.
Beautiful
Sweet
pass.
angle.
Herrera really is a clinician in terms of smooth swing, keeping the ball low, and again, making very few mistakes. So difficult to beat somebody. And frustration from Mendez.
Yeah.
In the position of Mendez, what do you do differently?
So what she hasn't done is she hasn't taken advantage yet of the fact that Herrera, sorry. Ooh, that looked good to me. Is a lefty. So I would be hitting jam serves into the middle of her body. I would definitely be doing a few more angles that are going away from her. And kind of going back to, if you don't use it, then it's kind of hard to do it in the middle of something. But she's not real fast moving forward. I would be pinching the heck out of the ball, even if I am not laying it down, just making her move forward more. Nice shot.
There's that
That's
forehand pinch that we know Herrera can hit, and she takes the first game with it. We'll take a break ourselves. We'll thank a sponsor. We'll be back for game number 2. Mendez has a lot of work to do in that game.
I'm Laura Fenton-Cavanda, an elite-level athlete whose career was halted due to pain and osteoarthritis in both of my knees. I was scheduled for bilateral knee replacement when a friend introduced me to regenerative therapy at the Piedmont Comprehensive Pain Management Group. Following my injections, I am happy to say that I am competing at a very high level again. I can confidently recommend, if you don't want to go through a joint replacement or you've got pain in your joints anywhere in your body, that you look into regenerative therapy at the Piedmont Comprehensive Pain Management Group.
Gearbox.
We're back in for game 2. Tim Baghurst enjoying the conversation with Lynn Adams, who was inducted into the LPRT Hall of Fame here in Greenville, South Carolina. It's so great to see this happening at the sports club. Over to our left, we have a screen and information about the tour. And
yeah.
I saw your picture on Facebook with your over there yesterday. So here we are. It's game 2. You're Natalia Mendez. Nothing has really worked for you in game 1. You've been working hard, but you haven't had much luck.
Right.
What do you need to do?
So you go one of 2 ways. Okay, so she's moved over, which is good. She's going to try something different. Because one of the things that makes it so hard to play a lefty is when they're over there and they're going down the line, and nice. So you want to do the same thing. So now she's in the same position, which is hard for a lefty, just like it is when a lefty serves from over there. So that's really cool that she's done that. Ah, nice. We'll take that.
A serve from Mendez, 2 serving 0.
The other thing, because Herrera is so tall, like I said, I would be putting the ball into her body, not away from her body, because she's got a lot of reach. You know, she's got a big wingspan and a nice big step, so it's going to be really hard if you're just only moving her side to side. So you want to keep the ball tight in on her so that she's just hitting up fluffs.
Rare skip from Herrera. So jam serves, wide angles.
I would do
as
jam
opposed to
serves, and I
straight
would
down
do
the line.
Z serves, because those are coming into her body. So she has no leverage because it's coming into her instead of away from her.
Excellent serve.
Yep.
See how she backs away?
Nice.
Well, what do we know?
Okay, so there was a pinch, right? It came all the way back into the service box, and she couldn't get to it because she can't go forward fast. So you got to move her forward, and you got to keep the ball into her body. And I'm using my hands all over the place. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I hope you can see everyone. We're having a good time. We hope you are. Thanks, everybody, for sharing the feed and spreading racquetball around social media. Herrera, patented forehand pinch winner. She doesn't miss those very often. She'll be in action again in doubles later this evening with her partner Mejia. Mejia, by the way, is in the other semifinal, taking on world number 1, Paula Longoria.
Beautiful.
1 serving 3, Herrera gets on the board. Too easy for Mendez.
Nice serve. Oh, take the crack.
This time it's Mendez who gets it.
Yep.
It was an excellent serve, but Herrera actually did very
Hit
well.
a beautiful return. My goodness.
Mendez not happy with her serve, just a little short the last few.
Another nice lob. Very pretty.
Smooth hands from Herrera in the middle of the court. Guides it into the front right corner.
Well, she didn't have much of a shot on that ceiling ball. Both of those ceiling balls off of those great lob serves were beautiful.
And I think it's worth mentioning that the second serve is forcing Herrera to the ceiling, but they're good ceiling balls.
Oh, yeah, I mean, she couldn't do anything with them, and she gave her setups off of both of the returns.
So the question is, will we see a different second serve?
Yeah.
Maybe a half lob Z or something like that, as you suggested, forcing Herrera to move a little bit, get some angles.
The answer would be no. Look at same shot. It's beautiful.
Skip number 2 from Herrera in game 2. 5 serving 1. Better start for Mendez. She's moved over to this right side for the serve. Seems to be having an effect.
Very pretty.
Mendez was there. I thought she was getting it.
I did too. Nice. That was pretty. That just immediate, just a little short hop, put her immediately on the defense, doesn't give her time to get set.
Mendez needs a first serve, I feel.
Yeah.
Another short one, though. Good reach from Mendez, but that's too good.
Yes. Pretty.
Herrera with the splat winner. Still 1 serving 5.
There's a jam. Oh, so close.
Hit the back wall first, so second serve coming up. Wow.
Yeah.
She made that look easy.
If you just did that every time.
Right? Beautiful, beautiful shot from Mendez, playing confidently. If you're just joining us, she lost the first, but it's up in the second.
There's your setup.
Didn't take advantage. I think Herrera's going to take a timeout. She is. Gives us an opportunity to take a timeout. Thank a sponsor. We'll be back in just a minute. It's game number 2 of this first semifinal. We're back in. Timeout taken by Herrera. 1 serving 5. Herrera going back to the drive serve down the left side, and Mendez skipped it. We talked about the value of timeouts. There's another one.
Yep.
Mendez pushing the ball to the front court. Can't do that against Herrera. She's too consistent. 2 quick points, 3-5. Great serving.
Her serving has been very, very consistent.
And for anyone watching, I think it's a good example of how valuable it can be in getting free points. Mendez with the opportunity. Got a little lucky off that back wall.
Yep.
5 serving 4.
Now she's back over there.
5-4.
Nice.
I feel if Mendez can just get that first serve in, it's creating opportunities. It's the second serve she's struggling
Yep.
with.
Yeah, I love that shot. That's one of my faves.
Backhand pinch winner from Herrera.
All right, so if Herrera wants to keep that serve working, every now and then she's got to bring one cross court so that she doesn't keep moving over.
Nice shot.
Smart.
3-shot rally. Another point for Mendez. 7-4.
Ah.
Good reach from Mendez. Set up Herrera. Another one. Straight down the line.
When I would do clinics, I'd always tell people when you're in that zone up there, just go straight up and down the line, because nobody's going to come over and cover that and leave the whole rest of the court. They're going to cover the whole court. So just go up and down the line, up and down the line.
Another beautiful shot from Herrera, created from a good serve.
Yep, got that big setup. So if I was in the back right now, I would have called a timeout. I would, because this is too much of a flip of a momentum right there.
And an ace
Call it
from
now.
Herrera.
Call it now. Come on. I'm sending you mind melds. She's not going to call it.
8 serving 7. 9-7. Here, surely we'll see that. No.
Oh, I thought she was going to do it. It's like you don't let somebody go on a five-point run and do nothing. You talk to them. You hold your racket up.
And there's 10. Checking to see if she has timeouts. She has 2 timeouts.
Okay.
She's taking a timeout. Well, as you said, timeouts change the momentum, and we see one by Mendez. I wonder if it's too little too late, because Herrera really went on a run there.
It was a really big run. And, you know, you can do things other than take a timeout. So you can hold your racket up. You can banter with the crowd. You can go to your opponent and say, you need to just slow down. I mean, you can do lots of things that aren't weird, that aren't cheating, that aren't
mind games in a friendly way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, get the crowd involved with you is always a really good thing. But definitely take a timeout if the other things are not comfortable. Because, yeah, to let somebody take over the momentum like that, that's hard. You know, if you let it go too long, you can lose everything.
And I don't know if you were watching the doubles earlier when Rasic and Lotz were playing Longoria and Salas.
Yep.
Racich and Lotz took the first 15-3, were just flying along. What did Longoria do? She got real slow in that second game, slowing everything down in between points, and it just slowed down Lotz and Racich and allowed them to come back in. And so it's a good example. It's not necessarily how great your shots are, it's understanding how to construct a win.
Absolutely. So whenever somebody's at a very high level and you're not playing as well, so you can't come up and meet them, you have to bring them down to your level in some way, shape, or form. And there's so many different ways to do that.
Well, Lynn Adams gave a few ideas during that timeout. Valuable, I think, for people watching. As you said, not against the rules, not unethical, just a way of changing the way the game is going.
Here's first setup. Yep. So that was always the goal, was to have 3-shot rallies. You would serve it, you'd get the setup, you'd put it away. That was always your goal.
Still is.
One, two, and oh. She had the shot. She just didn't make it.
I believe the score is 7-9. Great pickup from Herrera. And then Mendez skipped it. You can sense frustration.
Oh, she's so frustrated. So, to me, the biggest thing right now is missing the serves. So I think I would ditch the drive. You still want to hit a decent first serve, so that's where your Z's come in. So that you're at least putting pressure. Nice pass. Putting pressure on your opponent instead of giving them, they can just relax for the second serve. Nice get.
Side out. Of course, it's easy to say, but living in this world of power, it's hard to get players to understand that sometimes you don't have to do that in order to win the point.
Right. So I'm going to use a baseball analogy. Oh, that's so pretty. So when you would have a somebody who would throw fastballs all the time, the way that you keep your fastballs really fast is you have to throw something off speed every now and then so that somebody can't get into the rhythm of the speed that you're throwing. Oh, that was the right shot, but just didn't hit it. That's too bad.
Changeup.
A changeup,
Yes.
Absolutely. Because once somebody gets into rhythm, no matter how hard you hit it, you can start timing it. And so you want to be able to,
Tiempo, says Mendez.
Yep.
She's frustrated. Herrera's pulling away in this second game. We've got to take a break ourselves. We've got to say thank you to all the sponsors of this tournament and, of course, the LPRT. We'll be back in just a moment.
Gearbox.
back in the second game. Mendez lost the first. She's down in the second. After leading it, Herrera has been serving exceptionally. Really impressed with Herrera getting a lot of balls back. I think Mendez expects them to be down. Herrera just getting one back, saying hit one more shot.
Yep. Oh.
And that time it was Mendez who got one more shot back and got the side out after her timeout.
Nice. Oh, sorry about that.
Lynn liked that last
I
one, by
like
the way.
that. I would be telling these gals, pinch, 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 pinch. And then she hits a down the line.
Perfect.
What do I know? I'm just old.
You're listening to the voice of Lynn Adams in the LPRT Hall of Fame. You can go to our website to learn more about the LPRT and all that we're doing to try to grow racquetball for these professional ladies. And what you're seeing is Herrera ripping a forehand pinch winner. 13 serving 8. Herrera missed that one, had to get out of the way, opening the left side for Mendez.
There's her setup.
And Natalia not happy, in case you weren't able to see or hear that. Herrera.
Oh, we've had a lot of cracks this match, but pretty even for both of them. So,
well, Mendez really needed that one. And back over to the right she goes. Lob serve. She covered it. She knew what was coming and then skipped it. You can see it. The way she walks back, you can just see how frustrated she is.
yeah, she's like, I don't know what to do.
Great pickup from Herrera to keep that alive. That's really tough.
That was like, what, from the top of her head or
Really tough.
off of
and
her
really
ear?
hard.
That was so pretty.
Look at the defense from Herrera. (13-8). Too easy for Herrera. Too much sidewall from Mendez. Brings up match point number 1. Herrera looking to get to the final of this Grand Slam. Oh, wow.
She eked that one.
I thought that was going to be an ace.
I did too. All right, so as long as you haven't lost, there's still hope and breath. So let's see what she does.
Well.
Oh, look. Something different. Yay. There you go. Ah, a little hinder. Just a hinder.
Avoidable hinder called.
Ooh.
Herrera doesn't like it, will appeal. Both line judges disagree, so replay.
I didn't think it was an avoidable.
But then she goes back to.
No. Good get.
Too good from Herrera.
So that's where, if you had a coach, that would be very helpful. It's like, don't do
does.
that. Don't do that anymore. Just don't do that. That serve has not done you any good.
Looking over to my left, Quadri does not look too enthusiastic right now. I thought it was short.
It was.
We'll have an appeal. I think it was short. Wow, one agrees, one disagrees, and just like that, we've got a match. Well, 15-6, 15-8, Glenn Adams. Mendez, we thought she would come in and make a run, but Herrera really dominated this match and controlled it from start to finish.
She did such a good job of owning the whole court. She used her presence really well, but her drive serves just kept the pressure on the whole time, and that consequently, I mean, that gave her a lot of the first setup shots.
And we saw from Mendez really nothing new until the very end.
Right.
Where, okay, let me try several different things and see which one works best. It was, I'm going to serve on this side, I'm going to serve on this side, and this is always going to be my second serve. And it really cost her because we didn't find out what made Herrera uncomfortable.
Yep. You know, there are so many options of things you can do out there that if you only have a satchel of 6 things, where you could have a satchel of 46 things. I mean, literally you could have 40, 50 serves that you have at your disposal from all these different places in there, but you only have 6 to choose from, and it's not the right 6. You're toast. You're just toast. And so it was really fun when at the very end, we saw a different lob serve, and she got the first setup. She didn't put it away, but she got the first chance. And and then she went back to the same lob serve, and both of us are like, no, don't do it.
Well, just a reminder, Herrera advances to the final as the 2 seed, so congratulations to her. She will be facing either Mejia or Longoria, both Mexicans. They'll be coming up on court very shortly. We're going to take a break. We're going to allow those players to warm up. We'll be back. Hope you join us, Lynn. I'm really enjoying this.
I am too. Thank you for asking me.
Of course.
This is so fun.
All right, we'll be back, folks.
Professional racquetball is back. Join us as we come back swinging and ready to win. Welcome to beautiful Greenville, South Carolina, home to an award-winning downtown, cultural and performing arts mecca, and nationally renowned museums and parks. Get ready for the 2021 Sweet Caroline Open Grand Slam, where competition and hospitality collide, and players give all they've got. Incredible athletes from around the world fight for gold. This is the Ladies Professional Racquetball Tour.